Hey guys, it's Neve and I'm here to sprinkle my thoughts on you guys. I just wanted to come and tell you guys something. Do not always try to teach people lessons. And when I say that, I don't mean don't try to be somebody's karma, which is also true too. I don't think you should try to be somebody's karma because it honestly takes away energy from you. It costs you energy, and energy that you're not using towards growing is energy that is causing you to deplete. But when I say this, I really mean that I've spent a lot of time in my life trying to teach people things, trying to help people grow. And I think I did a lot of it out of a place of like excitement. Like if I love you and I'm around you and like I truly want the best for you, if I have an epiphany, I will literally just like blurt it out and like, try to help you grow. Or I could see somebody growing through something and they're like, for example, somebody could be having like a financial issue. And to me, in my brain, it makes so much sense. And I'm like, oh, well, why don't you just, if you say you're having this financial issue and you don't have this money, but every single week you're buying this thing, and every time we're on the phone or every time we meet up, you have this thing, maybe like cut back on that thing and like put that money towards this. And a lot of times whenever I try to be somebody's lesson, it's coming from a really good place. Like I'm literally being so literal, like no judgment. I'm not trying to judge you for buying that thing and not, I'm just coming from a place of me like wanting you to do what's best for you, because like I would hope you do that for me. I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the wisdom. I appreciate anybody who can actually like point out something that I'm doing, because if I'm doing it, chances are I haven't caught it yet. But or if I have caught it, I haven't been holding myself accountable. But I notice a lot of people don't like that. Even sometimes whenever it comes to like how somebody might make you feel, you might feel like telling them how you feel and then like expecting them to change once they tell you, and like being disappointed if they don't do it right then and there whenever you tell them how you feel. Or like it could be with relationships, or it could be in friendships, or people, family members. It could be anybody, and you're telling them how you feel and you expect them to like grow and change that in that moment. But what you have to understand is that everybody's life is not your life, and they are not supposed to have epiphanies and revelations just because you have had them. You can try to tell somebody something, and you could give words of wisdom, you could give advice, you could give encouragement. But if it is not in somebody's journey yet to figure it out, then it's not meant for them to figure it out. Sometimes people have to bump their heads over and over and over and over again in order. Times when you have to bump your head over and over again to figure something out, which may be in a whole different area than what they have to do. But give words of wisdom to those who are willing to listen to it. And plant seeds, of course, no matter what, if somebody is in your life. But don't always feel the need to keep telling somebody something over and over and over again, because you start to waste your breath when you do that. Trust that you've planted a seed the first time you've said things. Sometimes people need a second time, but trust that you've planted the seed, and then put the soil back on the seed and allow them to water their own. Just plant seeds and allow people to water their own. And if they water your seed, go ahead and water theirs. But if you notice you're the only one watering a seed, then be like, I'm going to go to the next plant. I'm going to go to the next, pumpkin or whatever it is that I trust is going to grow and that I know has been accepting my water. But because I noticed that every time I water your plants, you overheat it, you never want to put the sun away, then I'm gonna take a break. What I'm saying by this is it's okay to plant seeds, but you will forever be exhausting yourself if you're constantly trying to plant seeds into people who do not want to hear what you have to say. And sometimes it's not even them that don't want to hear it, it's their ego. If they're subconscious, sometimes they literally feel like you're attacking them whenever you say what's best for them. But don't waste your time doing that. But also be wise enough to know that if this person, whether or not it's your friend, your family, or multiple people, if they, constantly make you feel like they don't want to hear you whenever you tell them the truth, whatever is best for them, it's okay to let them go. It's okay to not keep people in your life who don't want to grow, especially whenever it comes to your relationship. Like, if something that you're telling them is because it's making you feel some type of way, for example, if you have a friend and they're making you feel some type of way every time you speak to them, or they're crossing a boundary and you've laid that boundary on the table, but they cannot seem to get it together, even though they keep saying that they're trying, and they keep, taking accountability. Accountability means nothing without change, without action. So all I'm trying to say is, don't focus too much on trying to be what changes people. You could plant the seeds and they have to change themselves, but that's all you can do. And there's no point of being angry at them. There's no point of holding resentment, because that resentment is just you telling yourself, dang, I failed again. I either didn't tell them how I felt. I either, wasn't upfront, or I didn't cut them off whenever I told them and they didn't respect the boundary. But yeah, the point of what I'm saying is, don't always try to change people, because if you try to change people, that is energy being taken away from you changing yourself. And the only person who really needs to change is you, because whenever you are constantly working on yourself and constantly changing yourself for the better, which is a never-ending journey, you're a better parent, you're a better friend, you're a better daughter, you're a better partner, you're better in all areas. You're better. But the time you put towards people who don't want to better themselves, you think that you're trying to grow somebody, the whole time you're taking away from yourself. So yeah, that's all I came to say. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have an amazing night. I was recording inside, but the sounds of like the blow dryer and stuff, like a lot of things were distracting me. So I was like, let me step outside really quick so I could come and talk, because like sometimes I can hear like a blow dryer or like water running, and like my mind keeps going to that sound. So I was like, let me take a break and go outside really quick. But I'm about to go back inside. I just came to say that because I felt like, it was on my heart. If something is on my heart, if I'm thinking about something, it's very important that I get it out. Whether or not it's me writing it down or getting it out then and there. But whenever I'm able to get it out then and there, I feel like my videos flow. And when my videos are flowing, I feel like that's when the most change happens. So thank you guys for watching. Holla at your girl. Be real or be real.